You can choose the right wine for any dining occasion with a little help from Natasha Williams of Uncorked Sommelier Services. Good morning, Tosh.
Hi, how are you?
It's good to have you.
It's good to see you.
Good morning, Tosh.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning.
This is a fun subject. You know, holiday time, we get very festive, we get into the new year, we want to celebrate, and celebrating with wine is definitely a good way.
Yeah, and most everybody does it.
Yes, they do, and they should. You should drink wine every day. It makes you happy, makes you feel good.
Hey, it's good for your heart, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people are hosting parties, so a lot of people are thinking, you know, they want to put a lot of thought into how can they wow their guests. They want to have a gourmet meal, but then when it comes to the wine, there's a little uncertainty. You know what I'm talking about what to serve. So what do the hosts actually need to consider when they're choosing the right wines?
Oh, that's an excellent question. So when you choose wine for an event, when you're hosting a party at your home, you want to consider a variety of wines, like what we have here today. We're going to have a flight of wines.
Okay.
So I like to have a few whites, a little bit of red, and I always want to have a sparkling wine. I always want to have a champagne because that makes people feel like they are special.
Yeah, it's
and
festive.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. You want to make people feel special. So that's how I consider selecting wines.
Okay.
And it's just a broad range.
A lot of diversity. Okay. Now, is there a rule of thumb?
Actually, that's a misconception because you should drink whatever wines you like and whatever makes you feel good, whatever your palate is easy with.
Okay.
I mean, because there's always been this this old-fashioned idea that you must have a white wine that goes with fish. That's not necessarily true. You can have a red wine that goes with fish.
I've heard that as well.
So,
Great.
it's whatever you like.
Well, you mentioned champagne. Is there a wine that you would recommend to just always have at home?
Oh gosh, I always like to have a sparkling wine at home.
Okay.
For when guests come over, always. And then I always have a white around, I have a red, so
Lots of options.
Yes.
And you
lots of
actually brought a
options.
lot of options for us
I
today.
did,
Let's
I
talk
did.
about the flight. We're not talking about the flights that we're taking traveling through the season. We're talking about a whole different kind of flight. So what are we tasting? And share with us what we would pair with these as we go through them. if that's
Certainly,
all right.
certainly, and that's a good segue about flights.
Yeah.
Because one thing about wines is that the charming aspect about wine is that with a bottle of wine, you can travel anywhere in the world.
That's
with
amazing.
Wine.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're going to do today. We are
Okay.
going to start in Washington State.
Oh, okay.
And the
Alrighty.
first wine right here that we have, okay, this is Kung Fu Girl. This is a really sassy, charming wine.
Kung Fu Girl.
Kung Fu Girl.
I like
And
I love it.
and
Okay.
so this is a Riesling.
Okay. Oh, that is good. Riesling is one of my favorites, actually, because it's a little sweeter. I like the sweet side a little bit
That
more
is
than the
very
dry
good.
side. Oh, that's fantastic.
And this one comes from Walla Walla. So with this Riesling, this is done by a producer called Charles Smith. And he is a wild card. He was in the rock and roll business for many, many years,
Okay.
and then he decided he was going to go into the wine industry.
Well, can I ask
So
you
this
a
is-
question? What would we pair that with?
Okay, this would go very well with a variety of dishes. Oriental, dim sum, go great with lobster. So just a variety of dishes for this.
And what does this run?
These right here, this one runs a little bit under $14 for
Wow,
this one.
that's
You
not
can get
bad.
it over at Jubilation.
Fabulous.
So this is a Riesling for the un-Riesling
Kung Fu
lovers.
Girl, love it.
Kung Fu
Okay, let's
Girl.
move on to the next.
Okay, the next one, we're going to Sicily.
Oh,
And this,
bravo, bravo. Bellissimo.
yes. So this is a Mandra Rosa Fiano.
Okay.
Is what this one is.
Salute. Love that.
And
Okay.
see that beautiful color on there? Absolutely gorgeous.
Ooh.
What would you pair this one with?
Right now, my mouth. but this one right here, this is a medium-bodied wine, so it has the structure and acidity, so it's going to hold up to something that's a little bit heartier, has a more depth profile. So triple cream cheese. You can do this with cream sauces. Again, you can do it
delicious.
across the board with chicken. All those
Lots of
different.
options.
Yes, lots of options.
And what
on
kind
there.
of cost are we looking at with that one?
This one right here is, again, this one's under $14 on
bad.
this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now we gotta
this
move
is
it
a great
along a
deal.
little- we gotta move it along a little quicker with getting to the
Beaujolais
reds.
Nouveau on this one. This one comes, we're traveling from Sicily to Burgundy.
Smells
To
nice.
Burgundy. Oh, it smells amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah,
This one
is good.
That's
this
delicious.
Is really
This
good.
one I had to include. This one is the very first pressing that they do of grapes in France, and it's the very first wine that is released. And they have a huge celebration in November in France for this Nouveau Beaujolais.
I love
So
it.
this is a red wine that you would serve to your people who think they don't like red wines.
Exactly.
Great
That's what I was
introduction.
thinking, because I'm usually white, but that red is amazing.
Isn't it?
And,
That's great.
And
So
we're moving
now,
from Burgundy
oh
to...
my gosh, we are going to Spain.
Ooh,
Okay, this
yay.
is a Tempranillo. This is a Vina Zoca Rioja.
Cheers.
Zoca.
100% Tempranillo grape. My favorite wine right here.
Ooh, see now I would think to pair this with meat, because it's a little bit richer, right?
Wow,
Or
that's
what?
Yes.
really good.
Isn't that great?
Oh, that's wonderful.
You've got a lot of black cherry in there. You've got some oak and a nice balance.
that
It's
oak.
very much in harmony. So this one would go very well with meats. It would go well if you're having a tapa party.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this one would do great with that.
That's a good idea.
Tamales, it would go great with. Anything that's a
Especially
little bit of
here in Mexico.
spice.
Okay,
All
now we take
right,
it from
now
Spain to...
we're flying to Argentina on this one. Okay,
I'm glad I
Argentina.
have my passport.
Argentina.
So this one is a bodegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, bodega. It's from the Bodega de Elena de Mendoza. So it's from the Mendoza region in Argentina. This is a blend.
It's different.
So you've got a Malbec.
Okay.
Okay, you've got a Syrah, and you have a Bonarda
Very
grape in
good.
this.
Oh, it's fabulous. This is a different kind of a taste.
Oh my
And we
God.
finish our flight in...
Yes.
Where's
yes.
our final destination?
Our final destination, we end up back here in New Mexico.
You're kidding.
Yes. So, welcome to Gruet.
Yes,
and this
Gruet's
is
fabulous.
this is their Brut Rosé.
And what did you serve this with?
And this one, you can serve this with anything. You can start off with this. You can finish with this. I mean, champagne, sparkling wines.
And you can throw around some
Yes.
of those New Year's. Happy
Cheers.
New Year. Cheers.
Happy New
Thank you so
Year.
much.
Cheers.
Thank you, Tasha. That's
Thank
fantastic
you.
information. And how can our viewers find you, real quick?
Oh, online. I have a website, and it's Uncorked by Tosh. Uncorked Sommelier Services.
Okay.
And then again, all these wines you can get at Jubilation. They're all under $19.
Fabulous.
And of course, Gruet, you can get that at their place over there,
Thank you,
right
Tosh.
off from right off from the freeway.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Happy New
Thank
Year.
you.
Thanks
Happy New
again.
Year.
And you can get more information, of course, at casa.com. We'll be right
Yes.
back. Oh,